Main thing is thank you for coming.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry for being late. Let me say that on camera. I'm a little bit late.
Little bit, Jesus. Little bit is crazy.
Technically, I think I'll be here between 12 and 2.
No. Well,
I was within my range.
You said you'll be here between 12 and 2. You came by 1:27.
Yeah, so
No problem.
I had some stuff I was trying to tidy up. Then when Dana finished, now get bold.
Yeah.
Was like a long, was a young as well. I apologize.
Yeah. Pressure.
Yeah. I'm normally I'm a very on time guy.
Yeah. Obviously, because I remember in when we were doing the documentary, you helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Talent.
Charles Turner.
Exactly.
It was a good. I saw the vision. It was trying to tell people's stories, put them on platforms, and I feel like it's one of the things we need in Abuja.
Yeah.
There are not enough platforms telling stories like this. Just come tell your story, what you've done.
I was speaking with Stoner, and he was telling me about your conversation with him regarding how Abuja space is a type of way that doesn't necessarily have a lot of platforms that are collaborative in a way where everybody's like basically benefiting off of everybody's stride.
An ecosystem.
So I wanted to speak to you more about that thought and understand where you're coming from and what you've done to try and tell stories yourself, because you're managing talents and you're helping them do well in their career. So a lot of what you're helping them do is tell their own stories as the A&R, right? You're calling this is this person, blah blah. So yes, just to talk more about all of that kind of thing.
Yeah, so just introduce myself first.
I mean, sure.
The time in the podcast.
Yeah.
In Abuja, I don't think there are a lot of platforms telling stories in terms of like just podcasts, even radio yourself. Before you can, a lot of people don't even, like, I don't know whether they don't know that they're supposed to do that or they don't just do it. But just going, telling people what you're doing, trying to get more people involved in what you're doing.
Like talents?
Both talents, both even sometimes businesses. Like there are a lot of businesses in Abuja that are even thriving, but people don't know them. You don't know them till you know them. Like they're not outward in terms of like advertising. There are a lot of quiet businesses. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the nature of how they are there. Yeah.
Makes sense. But then how do you get into talent management?
Me? Okay, so this is a story I like to tell. I had a lot of artist friends growing up, like secondary school, in uni. I went to Unilag. So after Unilag, when I came back to Abuja during COVID year, I was spending time with a lot of my producer friends, artist friends. So we used to record them, they'll release music, we'll do their own version of promotion. So watching all that happen, I knew that like there was a difference in how things were being done out. And then I've seen people like I had artist housemates, the way they were doing things in Lagos then, I just knew the difference between how we were doing things in Abuja and how they were doing things in Lagos. And then it was not really working well for us here. So it's that quest to find out what that difference was, like the knowledge, I seek knowledge to find out okay, what was happening. That quest made me come across the A&R role. By the time I checked the roles and responsibilities of an A&R, I found out that those were like things I was practically already doing
for your friends.
Yeah, for my friends as a hobby.
Yeah.
Like I was just doing them because I like doing them.
Yeah.
So I went ahead, I did a couple of courses.
You actually took courses on the
Yeah, I did. Went to Coursera, Music Business Foundation. I was on this music community in Vitok Sound.
Okay.
So I stumbled on like music business. That's why I found Music Business Academy for Africa. Okay. It's like MBA for Africa. It was like the first edition in 2020. So I just took the cause of curiosity. I was like, let me just see what this piece is about. Took the course. What else? Then luckily for me, so while I was doing all this just learning, I was now spending a lot of time with artists. And I entered there was a conversation that was going on one time with a bunch of artists, and then after the conversation, one of them called me and said, that he liked my point of view in that conversation, that that he'd like us to work together, I'd like me to manage him. So that's how.
So that was like your first talent?
That was my first talent.
But now you're managing several others. I was very curious about it because many of the whole thing about management is you're trying to take somebody from perhaps being not known or not out there to being out there. So
I feel like that's more of the role of an A&R.
Okay,
The
not
primary role of a manager.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they say manager now, they have different types of managers. You can have a personal manager, you can have a business manager. In music now, you have a road manager, you can have a logistics manager, you can have a digital manager. So yeah, so the role taking an artist from being unknown to known, like building their crowd, like helping them craft their story and stuff. Is the role of an A&R.
Yeah.
And A&R is discover.
Yeah.
So people are just A&Rs. Some people are A&Rs and managers. Some people are just managers.
Yeah.
So if you're depending on how your skill set is, you can become an A&R and a manager.
Crazy.
You can try to just be an A&R. You can just be a manager.
Okay. Is it the artist's role to go ahead and decide who manages all of these different segments of their career?
Yeah, it is the artist. But another thing that determines it is funding.
Okay.
If there's no funds, you cannot pay everybody to manage these things. Especially when you're just starting, like most managers, especially early stage managers, don't get paid. They just work based on commission or like have an agreement with the artist. Yeah, because of no funding. Yeah. Which is a serious problem in the creative industry.
Yeah. But then how do you then make money if is it just commissions?
I have commission, but then due to my skill set, I do other things. I'm also a digital marketer. Okay. I'm also a graphic designer. I run a music marketing blog. Okay. Yeah, then I'm also an engineer, so that I have different ways of making money.
That makes sense. Earlier we were talking about the entire idea of either honing in on something or stumbling in onto the thing that you eventually hone in on. And we're speaking about how this guy would have been a footballer, black. But then he's doing music. So how does that translate to you now, who you have a grounding in engineering, you have a grounding in digital marketing, now managing the talent? How are you stumbling on all of these things that you're trying to hone in on now?
I'm honing in on my talent management skills company. Like I'm just using everything I've learned before now to apply it into what I'm doing now. Like luckily for me, I've worked in corporate companies, like in corporate firms. Yeah. So things like I realized that when I even started 5 years ago, I realized that things like sending emails, like being structured, knowing how to like put stuff together more organized was a skill that was lacking in the creative industry. Like people just did things because there's nobody telling them what to do. So they did things. You see somebody send their email, no subject, no structure, everything. But coming from like corporate world into what I'm doing, it's kind of kind of helped me do things better. Just because there are skills I already have. Like digital marketing skills are things I learned. Let's work for an ad agency as a graphic designer and as a digital marketer. So like there are a bunch of things I just picked up along the way. So it's like everything I was picking up was leading me to something. And then like
you now evolved into this.
Finally landed on this, and it was like damn. So a lot of skills I had, I just applied them into this and they worked. Okay, so I had the knowledge from different sectors and they just combined into what I was doing and work.
And then people that get into the music scene, obviously many of them coming with the big dreams of they want to do this and that. But then do you find it difficult to curate their presentation to the world? Is it more so a talent, tell me what to do type vibe, who are you, tell me, let me do, or is it more so you looking at them and telling them that to make sense to look like this?
Combination. It's a combo. You have to balance it because you can meet a talent, and they have their dreams, they have their visions, like they know what they want. Those are actually, those are like sometimes those are the best type of talents. But then your own work is now to streamline, and then so when you have experience, you can say, okay, I get what you're saying, I get what you're trying to do. Let's do it this way. Let's take this out. Let's put this in. Let's do this now. Let's do this later. You can easily now help them streamline, help them like tell a better story, help them move better. Then, but sometimes you can also meet people that don't have direction. They just need you to.
They only have the raw talent.
Yeah, they can sing, they can dance, they can be DJs. You now need somebody that will help them structure their life, structure their business. Listen. So another thing, I've played the role of business as a business developer. So that's also something I really help talents I work with, like help them figure out, okay, you have this skill, you can find a way to combine it with your music and then you can start making money outside just singing and performing. You can start making money from this, you can start charging people to do this, you can start a company to offer this kind of service and add it. You can even find a way to add it to your music and find it to, like, just making it wholesome basically, like building a proper structure around things, and basically the end goal is to make money.
Yeah.
So you have to always find a way to make money. You have to be creative in making money.
Yeah.
So that question you asked now about how else to make money, especially for artists that are upcoming artists, they have to be creative. You have to find out what you can actually offer. Because the primary role of an artist is entertaining. So if you don't have the platform yet to make money from entertainment, what else can you? What other skill do you have to offer to help you also build your?
Really?
Yeah.
So if I want to be an artist, and I'm not yet up there, you would advise me to go, or what kinds of things would I then have to do to, like, when you say be creative? It's like
some artists now are like stylists.
Okay.
Some artists
they have clients and they're styling.
They have clients that they style. Some artists. I'm not even talking about a place like Abuja now that we don't have like labels. We don't have like people funding artists. Particularly like Lagos, once you're a good artist and you can meet people, you most likely find one investor or one label that will say, okay, come, let's push in artist development for now. We'll be recording for you, doing camps, just doing your own, listening to people, artist development, will invest in you. They're hoping that eventually when a label signs you or when you blow, they'll make their mind go back. Well,
that's happening in Abuja.
Not really. I don't know. Right now, I don't know of any artist that's in any artist development label or like deal in Abuja. Like, it's someone who just come and sign you and just help you. Performance coaching, voice coaching, literally just training you, helping you out, preparing you for a label.
Why do you think that is? That we don't really have that?
Because the creative industry here is not developed. It's not, people don't really, I know that people don't know that. I don't know whether it's fear of just breaking out of the norm, which is go to Lagos. Yeah, like everything's already working. Lagos is functional. So like anything you want to really in Lagos. So why don't just want to invest in this,
Someone like this guy carried it on his head.
Like I feel like people try and downplay their achievements sometimes, because breaking out mainstream in Nigeria as an Abuja artist, it's not small feat. Come on, like it's difficult. Like everybody has tried to do this. People most times when people even break out, they will not carry their Abuja with them.
Right.
They will not carry their Abuja. They'll just break out and just do their thing. They'll come in once in a while, chill. They will not.
That makes sense.
Anytime we move the drop, you say stand up, ABJ, stand up.
Yeah.
You get like he's carrying it on his head, ABJ, like it's not everybody else knows ABJ, he features ABJ artists, he works with ABJ, he's carrying it on, it's not small feat, so it's not an easy thing to do. Because there are a lot of problems we still have. There are no structures there. Anything you want to do, you still have to go to Lagos. If you want to invite Trace for your show, for your listening party, Trace, you have to pay them to come from Lagos. You don't have those structures on the ground.
But I think we're up to 5 million people in Abuja.
Up to 5 million people.
I think that's the start. 4 to 5 million.
Yeah, 4 to 5 million people. 3 to 5 million.
3 to 5
3 to
million.
5 million.
Right. And then, what do you think?
It might even be way more now, because way people migrate here these days.
Right.
This is as at the last census. So I guess probably more.
By now. Makes sense. And then the scene is split, because obviously, like we were talking about the podcast starting it, I had to go do a little bit of research to find out what is already existing to see. I saw a couple of them, and what I believe is there's space for so many people to operate, because everything that you're trying to create is an argument for how you think it should be done. So like I think of businesses that way. Tesla is an argument.
Yeah.
Toyota came and said no, we'll do it this way.
Yeah. Everybody just wants to do it their own way, and they
Right.
the world that their own way is the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like this. When you think of a conclave of 5 million people, do you know there can be 5 million companies? Because it's like this. When you argue and I argue, another person argues, that's how we form an industry. Automobile industry doesn't exist. It's when somebody came and said, okay, now want to do car. This person now say, okay, car should be done like this. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So that's one of the things that I try to tell people when I talk about this whole thing of when people say Abuja doesn't have structure or whatever. I serve the God of abundance. So if there's no structure, create one. And if you want to do something that somebody's going to tell me that it's a saturated market or whatever it is that's a downside to that thing you want to do, I believe it's just a thing of just be yourself inside.
Yeah, just do your thing.
You know.
That's even I had a thought that kind of skipped me, but I feel like now there are a lot of other like creative companies. There are a lot of creative companies now springing up, which is a good thing because eventually all these structures that we're even seeing, they started from somewhere.
Right.
They started small, they grew.
Right.
So like whenever I see a new creative startup,
but a lot of influencers here.
Yeah, apparently they live here. So there are things that we can actually, there are ways we can grow to become what we want to be. But I think we need to be more intentional about it.
Right.
You get like the influencers here, we have our own this kart now that they do, the whole drifting kart. Like you can find that in Abuja. I've been to like one or two. Okay. That's like something unique to us. You get, but you never even see it on social media that this piece happening. You see it very very niche. This thing, so it's currently not. It's not like pop. Yeah, it's not like it's popping like that. You get, so there are small things here that can grow to become bigger. Even based down to our sound, the sound there. I always say Abuja sound is the future. You get, the future of Afrobeat. People might not see it yet, they don't know it yet, but it's just like it's undeniable because this is one place that you just come and you see people doing different things in their own way, and they all sound nice.
Right.
Of course you meet a lot of ones.
Is there an Abuja sound, or is there just?
That's my point. There's no Abuja sound.
Right.
Like they have like bro, the sound that came from Abuja is unique. Like there are so many unique different people are doing different things. You see like very different R&Bs, alternative, like rap, bohem, drill.
And artists and such reach out to you now to play you their stuff and things.
Yeah, I get a lot of like submissions.
So how are you now selecting for?
Okay, now basically I have there are two companies. There's Nothing Bad Happens on a Friday, and then there's Spark Italian Management. We are working. So Nothing Bad Happens on a Friday is an artist discovery company. It's a music marketing blog, a music marketing company. So the whole purpose of it was to give artists a platform. Like just find a way to platform Abuja artists in the north. Yeah, so because I found out that all these the bigger pages, because of they don't really know what's happening here, they don't really give you attention. Even if you want to pay them sometimes, they not take your money because they don't really know what they can't see it. Most times I don't even blame them.
Yeah.
Because they don't see it yet.
Yeah.
You get, but like when I said Nothing Bad 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago? 2 years or 3 years ago. At that point, Abuja music like it was hard for us to get on platform, get on playlist, so I just started something. For me, it was me starting a page just to be posting Abuja music. That's how I started. Right. I just posting. I would run ads. I literally just
off your own purse.
Yeah, of my money. I just run ads, do content. I was literally just doing things just to give artists that I see that I think everybody else should see a platform, and then doing something else. Now we have a team where I literally churning out content. So we're still doing what we're doing, but now we've metamorphosed the music marketing So,
And you study computer engineering. That was your route.
yeah, computer engineering.
I did as well.
Yeah, you said so. I remember I used to all these years we used to program, make websites. Because I think of that, I'm like, if my pathway kept going that way, like, oh, well, it's.
Yeah. I think everybody ends up on where they're going to end up.
Yeah, I think your destiny will just take you to where you're meant to be.
Or do you think it's where you're meant to end up or where you want to end up? What do you think?
Where you imagine and work for to end up. Do you get it? Because people say, oh, they want to be rich.
I love that.
They want to be CEOs. But they don't think they work to be a CEO.
Right.
Right. You get it?
Right.
You see CEOs, they work hard, like, they're literally up, they're striving.
Yeah.
That's how they become CEOs. So you cannot say, oh, I want to be, and then you're sitting down on your couch every day, doing nothing, not learning, no new knowledge, no this thing. So I feel like you end up where you imagine yourself ending up and working towards that destination.
Whatever, basically it's effort.
Effort, yeah.
And
E for effort.
yeah. And you're putting that effort towards a desire, intent that you perhaps preconceived or perhaps stumbled upon. It creates something new. And you know, this thought is what makes me, I anchor my argument on this thought. And the argument I anchor on this thought is that unemployment is a myth. Yeah, unemployment doesn't exist.
Okay.
And I make that argument to say it's like when you desire something, it portrays the fact that you don't have the thing. Like desire is the absence of the thing. Like you're yearning, you're claiming, you're going towards desire, right? And desire forms need. Okay? So with every distinct desire, there's going to be a distinct need. And I believe just like how there's jog, and jog is meant to be for water, needs exist, and what they are searching for is solution to those needs. And like I earlier said, how there will be a gap in the market that someone can spot, and when they spot that gap in the market, they come in as, oh, this is the way to solve this problem. And when you start saying that this is the way to solve this problem, as in opening a company that is attempting to solve that problem, there's going to be others that will then come and say, no, it's actually this way. Or they will innovate off of the thing that you're already doing, right?
And do
another thing. So in that regard, you start finding out that the fact that we are all different people, different DNAs, different inclines, different motivations, makes me believe that there's different needs that all of us have. Even though we share certain needs, but let me call it taste. We all have different tastes. There's a million hotels. All of them are still making money.
Yeah.
You know, there's different things like positioning and such, but what do you think about that?
Okay, for unemployment being a myth, I feel like what if you have trained for a particular skill set to solve a particular need, and then it's like nobody can pay you to solve that need because there are not enough
people who need the thing,
people who can pay to like sometimes there's a solution. Somebody is working, he needs a car. You can buy a car, they cannot afford to buy that car. So that's gap, somebody cannot actually pay you for that your skill set that you have. It's unemployment.
I take that back. As in, I walk back down your thoughts now to say, I'll say in response to that perhaps it's a question of the person who is trying to bring up that solution, not giving out the right offer, or not giving out the right, or not trying to service the right market. Because that's another thing. There's many things that like products and such that have to exist locally. But then there's a lot of things, especially services that can be done globally.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a solution, I believe that there's a need, and I believe that there are people who need that your solution.
Yeah. Okay, then looking even digital now.
Everywhere, yeah.
What if somebody like a
puff seller?
Puff seller, the food business always goes. I'm looking for something more on the street, like let me say even a plumber self, or a.
So it's like this, all those types of jobs that you're saying, he's not going to be the only plumber in the city.
You say doctor.
Doctor.
A medical doctor.
Like
Yes.
if you're saying, okay, the job.
Like a job, like a medical doctor, like you finish school, everything,
Right.
but no hospital can take you on
Right.
because
Then you change location.
you change
This is not the
location.
only place where there are hospitals.
Okay, so you change location to another state, another
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
All those ones are tough.
No, but my point is, everybody that has
A skill set.
yes and desire can create something. That's my point.
True.
And if you have a desire and you have a skill set, or perhaps you have a desire, you have taste, you may not even have the skill
Sometimes
set,
the environment cannot afford.
and then you move out of that environment. It's just like I just believe that human beings have agency to either choose who you end up with, your partner. By the grace of God, let's pray you choose. So let it not just happen to you. You choose who you end up with. You have taste of you like this food as opposed to this food, and you like this type of dressing as opposed to this type of dressing. So you're a distinct being
Everybody is distinct.
that has taste, right? So you can observe society and see such things are already happening, but then there's something you don't like. That thing that you don't like is telling you what you should go and do. As in that thing that you observe that the person is already doing a thing, whatever the thing is, or this place doesn't favor you, then move to where favors you, or create an environment. Just that kind of like, I believe in motion,
Okay.
activity, abundance. Like
Okay.
I don't believe that. Like for me, I tell myself like if there's no way, I just haven't found one yet.
You have to keep looking.
That's what I tell myself. So and it's a very empowering thought for me. And when I speak like this to say unemployment is a myth, for me it's like reiterating this incline for myself. So where it's like me recently, I lost some clients for several reasons. Many things happened in their life that had to they made them drop off. And that rocked my earnings a bit, right? But for me, I'm like, I have offers and I have track record, and I know how I landed those clients. So now I have IP of how to land more. Do you feel me? So some people would have taken that whole ordeal as
broken down.
do you understand?
I think that is not their journey.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So mostly
Okay.
yeah.
That also brings me to saying that life, a great thing that people have to also know that in life is being consistent. Because as you said now, you remember that okay, you've done all these things before. I don't keep doing what I've been doing since.
Yeah.
I'll learn more clients.
Yeah.
People they just give up instead of being consistent. They just say, oh, I think I'm just gonna pack it up and go try something new.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do something well for a long time,
To pay off. Yes.
I'm going to do something like you keep doing it and you're doing it well, you're improving, you're evolving.
Like genuinely improving.
Yeah.
Like the podcast I was recording when I started, I didn't have this content here. So there was that.
It was a black hole.
Yeah, it was just black. So now I feel like I've iterated. It looks better.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody will be like, there's an improvement.
There's an
People
improvement.
love improvement.
And you yourself will love it as well.
Yeah, you feel better about it. I'm growing in what I'm doing. Yeah. Growth, feeling the growth. Sometimes it's slow. That's another thing I want us in Abuja. People like they try and sometimes they just be like, it's not working, they're just wrong. But just think about where we were 5 years ago.
Right.
There's growth.
Right.
Again, like when we look at, we always try to compare ourselves like Lagos. I'm like, don't do that. The industry in Lagos has been on for years. Like they know what to do. They know how to do the structure. They know now we have to grow here. Like somebody starts a blog here or starts like a music label. After like 5 years, they pack up. They're like, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What have you done? How many songs do you actually release? How many things do you actually do? Like,
I think it's like this. Many people are building what they don't like. And I was arguing. I do my team meetings with my staff, and we're having an argument. Not an argument that's a bad argument. A good argument.
Well, like, yeah.
Because I was telling them that discipline is unnecessary when you're doing what you love. And it's like, because you know as a creature, you eat food because you have to eat food. But you can also eat food because you just enjoy eating food. If I'm working, I'm doing a job or a work or a business that I genuinely enjoy doing, you know, you never feel like work. You always feel like I'm having fun. And when you're in the playground, are you disciplined?
Get that. True, sure.
And it's
Well,
like
in life, yeah, you do what you don't like. But some people, yeah, in life, some people don't have a choice. Like
really.
it's like what life present. It's life just is lifing, and you get a job. You might not like the job, but it's paying your bills. So you just gotta take it. Everybody doesn't have the privilege of doing what they like.
Everybody doesn't have the privilege
Of doing what they like at first, especially when they are just starting, when they don't have any savings, when they don't have any this thing, and any fallback.
Right.
You have to do what they can do, make the money,
Survive
save,
first, right?
and then the only thing is that don't get caught up in that your survival mode, and then get stuck there, and you keep surviving.
No, we should even think of it in a longer term, like scale. Even if you're in that level of you just have to survive, anybody that is doing anything has to go through that phase of you just be rough and first.
Yeah, you must rough it though.
You must rough it.
You must rough it. Even if you feel like you're comfortable, you don't have to rough it. You must rough it in terms of, because whatever industry you're entering, you're going to enter it as a newbie, and you must grow.
Right. So I see that as only part of the journey of
the where you're ending up.
I mean, obviously, many people start things just to eat now. Many people do things through hand here, just move about. But then, I think it's incumbent upon us to dig within ourselves to find out things that we enjoy doing. And I believe it's like this. That thing that you enjoy doing, you can either be a pioneer or you can be an innovator. I don't think there's such thing as a pioneer because there's nobody that is doing the first thing for the first time. No. Everybody's just an innovator.
Yeah.
Right?
Developing.
Right. So if you find out the thing that you enjoy doing, the thing you love doing, I feel like if you put enough attention to it, you get better at it over time. And then when you get better at it over time, your skill becomes more valuable over time.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's life.
Exactly.
That's life. Because I've seen something where it says like different stages of your career. At first, you're going to learn, then you start getting paid for what you learned.
Yeah.
Then you start getting paid for just what you've created or just for your name.
Right.
And then at the point you start getting paid just to show up, just for your presence. That's how some people that have done something for so long now become a consultant.
Yeah.
You just want them to oversee what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's basically just trusting the process, following the process.
Yeah.
You get starting from somewhere. Actually, like if I didn't go through the phase of like where back then I had to be running around, going from one show to another, trying to hang around with directors or just distributing music myself, uploading, like basically just the hands-on operations of everything. There are a lot of things I won't know. Even if I ever get to a stage where I can afford people to do everything for me. Like if they're not doing the proper work, how will I know they're not doing the proper work?
Right.
I've never done it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But then I can sit in a vocal performance class, and I can tell if I have talents and they're training, I can tell the coach that I don't think what you're doing is right. Yeah, because I've been through them, I've seen them train other people as a manager. So I can now well, based on everything I've done in the past, I'm now well versed in different fields. And I don't have to do everything myself. At the point in my life, I don't have to do everything myself, or like now that I'm starting to have teams. Like there are people I'm working with.
You will know the right kind of people to hire.
Exactly. Once I hear somebody saying what they cannot do, or this person just bullshitting me. So you have to grow. People just have to trust the process. Don't be scared to start small. Don't be scared to.
I did something with my business. We're hiring right now, and we're looking for video editors and some other roles like that. And one of the tasks that I had the hiring manager implement is, I'm like, you want to edit my videos or videos for my clients. I want to give you a video, not even to edit. I want to give you a video to look at that video and tell me things that you perhaps could have done better, or just highlight some of the things that you see. Maybe the cut wasn't too sharp, blah blah blah, right? And I think it's a better way to hire than show me your CV.
Yeah, of course.
Because before I used to do this thing where I'll give them like I'll record raw content and then give it to them to edit. But then I used to pay the people for editing that thing, and I think it warps the process. If someone watches a video and then comes to analyze the video, tell me everything that's wrong, now I'm hiring you to solve those problems you listed.
I know that you can look at this and.
So from day one itself, you're already inside my ecosystem, because now you're not even needing any more orientation for someone to come and tell you this is how we edit or da. Right? You've already seen things that you want to come and fix for this brand, and then you now think we'll hire you for that. I think it's a better way to.
Based on skills. I feel like that's where they were what is heading to.
Yeah.
These days, they don't even ask for like certificate or this thing again. It's like, what can you do with your hands?
Show
Yeah,
it.
so yeah, show us
So
what you can
don't
do.
even tell it.
Yeah, show us what you can do.
Like one other thing I did, because we're hiring VAs for one of our clients on portfolio like that, and we did open season. And in open, we did the vlog for open season. That's on YouTube.
Okay, I've not seen that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it the pre-event or an event?
No, the event itself, like just a coverage thing.
I
Actually,
know
something
I
happened.
was at the pre-event meeting.
Yeah.
So I know we were recording some stuff. Like
Yeah. No, it sends people to a trajectory. That whole thing happened, and the person that was with our footages.
For real?
Yeah.
So you don't have footages?
We salvaged enough to make what we have right now. Literally, we had to piece out like, because the entire thing was, the idea was, right, we'll do this event, networking events, we'll get people together, have fun, blah blah, and then we'll get the footages, and then we'll make a vlog of us not just planning the thing but doing the thing. And you understand? So there was an entire timeline planned out, but then boom, it happened, and we did what we did. But anyway, my point is, the video we have currently, we're hiring VAs, and the task in the job description is watch this open season vlog and tell me what you believe would have been the effort put into planning such an event. Do you understand? So it's not even like, are you a VA? Tell me you're a VA, or can you do VA? No, I want to, because we're going through all the applications. You understand? And then we're actually reading to synthesize who is actually giving us quality and blah blah. So I think it's a good way to.
I think it's the best way these days. So everything is going digital.
And one of the things that open season is meant to be, and is going to grow to be, is a thing where it's an ecosystem, a hub of individuals. This creates this thing, and this is why I'm even bringing it up. Well, is this whole thing of building together. I'm working on something now that does that. It's still cooking, and definitely I'll let you know more about that. But then that hub now, in and of itself, is meant to serve as a way where, and tying into the Kick and Co ecosystem where we have open season and such. I want to be able to use that networking event to reach out to talent, hang out with talent, have a party with talent, whatever, and then we get them into a hub that we're now giving them more insights. Do you understand? Like how you say somebody doesn't know how to send an email with the subject. Why? In this day and age.
Something like like with nothing bad. We do something we call Education Mondays. Like every Monday we post content on like just educating artists on what they should do. From the music business aspect of it, what they're publishing is, how to send email, how to job playlists. So something that we consciously do educate.
It's very valuable.
Yeah, something that we consciously do. That was one of the things one of the cornerstones of how we started and nothing bad. Was like we took that very serious. That Monday education thing. Like just share as much knowledge as we can, because I feel that there's a lack of knowledge here. But it's something that's like the last year, that music business academy stuff that I started in last year, the company, Sparky Talent Management, and collaborated with two other companies, Plug Link and Unite Africa, gave out 4 scholarships to 4 individuals in Abuja, just to basically, what I feel like there are more people thinking about how to grow the ecosystem business-wise. The way I'm thinking about it, the ecosystem will grow. You get? That's what I feel personally. Like, at the point I'm like, this is not even about me anymore. I feel it needs to grow generally. You get? If more people are growing, bringing in more businesses, it will grow. We need more people involved. We need more people. Another thing that, in terms of collaboration, I always say, like that structure thing, I think there's no structure. There can be a structure, but the thing is that Abuja people don't even know. I don't even like saying Abuja people. We don't even know what each of us have to offer.
Right.
Like that's why I even hopped on the open season, because I felt like the platform where people can come and say, okay, I'm doing this. This is what I don't have. Another person say, I do this. This is what I don't have. I feel like if one look in a room and all say what they are all, especially they are all creatives, and all say what they are doing individually and what they don't have, you will see how this person has what this person needs. This person has what this person needs. This person has what this person needs.
Right.
There has to be that communication.
Right.
You get, and it has to be a business thing now. Like, let's even free personal relationship. Let's throw that. Let's focus on the business.
Yeah.
I feel like if that discussion, those conversations are had, would move.
Makes sense.
Yeah, would move. Because there are podcasts out there that nobody knows about.
This is true.
Yeah, there are artist performance platforms. There are a lot of things that are actually happening in silos and nobody that other people don't really know about, or they know about but they don't know how to approach, they don't know how to meet the person. So we need to find a means to communicate better.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. The way my own argument for how we can collaborate is what I'm working on.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Even it's still a music exec now. Like, shout out Valerie. I don't know if you know Valerie.
No.
She does Acoustica. She works with Acoustica. She's the head of marketing.
Okay.
So she spoke to me and we were talking, and then she said something about how she set like an Abuja music executive forum where she had us to approve. It's like a noun. This is like that communication we're talking about. We already started doing it. So now we have, everybody knows what everybody does, apart from just being the talent manager. Like, okay, we know this person is a promoter, this is a promoter, this person is also an event planner, this person is also this thing. So now when I need something now, I just communicate to him. Next one.
So now go you the blog.
Blog still open. Just to communicate, just to basically know what everybody needs and how to you yourself as an individual. What talent are you bringing to the table? How can you amplify your own neighbor's talent? How can we make money together? How can we basically develop business from what we already have going on? Yes. There needs to be more business development. More structure.
I mean, the thing that I enjoy doing, the thing I enjoy spending my time most on is my work. So the value I have to give to people is exactly what it is that I'm doing. Like me, I've never worked for anybody in my life. Registered my company 400 level. And doing what we're doing up until this point and have bigger plans and so on. But it's like, everything that I've done thus far is a thing of research, willpower, just enjoying it,
teaching yourself, just growing in it, enjoying the process. Yeah. And
then now with the trajectory we've gone now is content. So it's like, we'll try and document as much as we can. And that's what we brought the whole idea of why don't we make a vlog within the open season and that type of thinking. And then many people don't understand that this is what marketing is storytelling in terms of, it's not just like literally I can take, and by the way, this is very beautiful for people to take out, is you can use one effort and create an expanding ripple effect to where it's like, okay, for example, I'm doing the masterclass on the 25th, right? And with that masterclass now, when I'm recording the masterclass, I'm recording myself recording the masterclass. Now I can use that recording of me recording the masterclass as a course.
Okay, yeah.
Right? The masterclass itself is free, right? But then the course of how to make a masterclass.
No, that's being creative with the process. Like, thinking of ways to just make it bigger than it is.
Yes.
You get like, you're already doing this masterclass. Instead of just stopping it, okay, why don't I
can even do a vlog of the day that I did the masterclass.
So just make it wholesome.
That kind of thing.
Make content out of it, post it And I like that you're enjoying the process, which is you're enjoying the process, because the next few years now, you literally look back. A lot of people that you've interviewed, you've spoken to, you look back and you watch this video and I'm like, oh, this guy said we'll do this thing here. He said we should go there. You literally see it and see that, okay. Like
everything you're doing now is the past. That's why I tell people to always create as quickly as they can. Because the moment you get curious about something, start putting effort towards that thing because it flies away real quick. Many people that I've spoken to, some of my clients and such, older people, and they tell me that one of the things that they regret the most is not putting down ideas. Like just write shit down. You get, and then have that will and desire to attempt executing. Let me tell you,
because ideation is the easiest thing.
Idea much.
Bro, you just say, I can make this camera fly.
And what most people don't end up doing is that they carry all that energy to go and leave negative comments on people that are actually doing something.
Like, but a lot of people hate people that are doing what they couldn't do.
Right.
Like, a lot of people hate, like, when they see somebody that is doing something that they really, really wish, try to do that thing.
Yeah, they could even
instead of being happy and tapping into it, they'll just be squeezing face. Like, how dare you?
Yeah. How
dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You know me, I don't know how I thought about doing this thing.
And you must be cheating now.
Yeah, they will believe that.
You must be cutting corners, you must be, for you to do that thing. Exactly.
Industry plans.
You're only read my industry plans. But can't he sing? Like, let's be honest and say.
You know the work he puts in.
You know exactly
like,
the efforts behind it.
You know how long he was in Maven before they finally announced him? You know how long he was doing music before then? Before he finally even started Mavens. Like, you know how much work went into that P?
In my last episode, I said it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. And I believe that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes, no. Okay, imagine an environment where everybody is we're all building houses. You don't build your bungalow, you don't paint them, you don't furnish them. Me, I see they put foundation for my skyscraper. You go feel say you dey ahead.
Yeah. But
very soon sunlight won't touch your house anymore.
I swear. So I think for people to just focus on their journey, man. By the time you start looking to another person's journey, like you just lose focus. You just think you're not doing anything.
And you know if you see another mental framework that I use. If you're looking at another person's thing, you're looking at their projection, their own argument. If you're trying to,
if you have your own arguments in your head, like,
and if you're trying to relate theirs,
you plan how you want to do things. You already set stone to it. That's why, even for me, like, I limited the things I used to do. If, for example, now as a talent manager, as an artist business manager, you have to find a way to get them on stages and stuff. So, because of all those things I limited in Abuja, we have to start doing our own events. On a normal day, I'm not an events manager. But then I have to become an event manager just to fill this gap of having artists to giving artists a platform where they can perform. You get ball. Recently, I decided that I don't think I want to do that again. I just want to focus on my part. If at all I get talent and event management gig, I'll find a way to outsource it. But I want to actually just focus on my being a talent manager part till an expert in it, as expert as I can get, and then I'll figure everything out.
You get it. And you're enjoying what you're doing.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I love like seeing an artist go from point A to point C or D that you've actually pictured in your head. You've actually like all these things don't take time. Sometimes they take years to happen, but you've seen it from the start. You've seen this artist actually put themselves here. This is where it's going to end up. This is what in a particular amount of years. This is what actually planned a lot of things, projected a lot of things in your head as first, because as first you're not putting anything on paper, like in terms of like PowerPoint, spreadsheet, you're just picturing it in your head, and then you just
I tell people to always, and I write all these things on my LinkedIn a lot. It's just thoughts. But I tell people to, when you have an idea for something you want to do, make it as grand as possible. Like if you're planning with resources of today, you'll be a champion of the past. Because the resources of today is limited and it's not expanding to where you're going. You have to see where you're going and plan as if you get there.
But when you execute,
work
you have to execute. That should not don't try and execute when you're starting to execute. Don't try and execute grandly. At first, when you're starting, because if you're just starting something, you're new with something, and you're waiting for, but your grand plan, or maybe the execution of what you're trying to execute in your grand plan is going to cost like $1 million. Are you going to wait for that $1 million before you start?
Always,
at every point, work with what you have.
Yeah.
At every point,
Yeah.
work with what you have.
Yeah. But then allow that vision of everything you could be to
Yes, of
excite
course,
you.
you're working towards there. Like you know that okay, if I work, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this deal, if I work with this person,
Yeah.
if I like be able to get this client from my artist, if I do this, I'm going to eventually be like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a target, there's a goal.
That
You've done
excites
your
you.
you've done your 1 year plan, you've done your 2 year plan, you've done your 5 year plan.
Yeah.
There's a goal where there's somewhere you're heading to, but there are a lot of small things that will lead you to there.
Yeah.
Of course, there'll be big wins though, that you're looking forward to, but those small wins that will teach you lessons, that will literally boost your morale. That night text that you get, oh, we got on this thing, oh, this person posted us, oh, we just started this business. All those small wins that nobody else is seeing it though, but you and your people, those small wins and small losses that you guys will go through, they are building you for that big $1 million deal that you're heading towards. You get, so never ever downplay those small executions. That's something I learned. Like at every point in my life, I work with what's available to me. Like the one time I knew how to do was send emails, do mailing lists, do run ads. You get like
you play with email.
Yeah, that's what I didn't used to play with that P.
Yeah.
You get, but from there now, when people reach out personally, like at the point when I meet people, like if I go to like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when nobody really knew me, if I went to Lagos and I introduced myself, it was, oh shit, I've been seeing your emails. Like, oh, you used to disturb us. So, like, if I meet somebody like a vlog person, and like, they're like, ah, bro, you're the person I used to see your emails. Like, that kind of thing, you get. So, if I was never sending those emails, where do I start from that conversation? Yeah, they see my work.
Yeah.
They see that people I work with, they're actually talented people.
So, but how many talents do you manage now?
Right now, I manage two, Fago and Cross. Cross, I think, is the producer, and then Fago is the rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but this year we're looking to actually get on new people.
Okay, makes sense. Expanding.
Yeah.
So yes, I want to piggyback off of something that you said. Going to meet with somebody, but then they've already seen something relating to you somewhere that has already broken that familiarity background. It
broken the ice for you.
Yeah. It gives you like an edge in. It's the beauty of content as well. We live in a time now that, bro, you open your phone like this, you're bombarded. Boom. Now, somebody that wants to start their business and land clients, you think it's because you have a website that somebody should give you money? Like,
it's the beauty of your work, the work you've done. But the way it actually shows the work you've done is not that content.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the beauty of like you've been working.
Yes.
Because people that are actually interested in their work are actually paying attention.
Yes.
They might not approach you yet. They might not show that they are this, yet. But the day they need you, they'll remember that man. They've been seeing you've been doing this speed. Like they need someone that's already.
They call it top of. There's top of mind marketing. There's nurture marketing. That one perhaps you landed the person and just whatever. But top of mind marketing. This podcast is top of mind marketing. Because it's like if you're solving for X equal to I want to get into rooms and let them know that I'm a subject matter authority type of P. You can speak about, for example, if you're making puff, right? And all you're making is content about that puff, and you're pushing that out. When somebody thinks of puff, synonymously they'll just think of you.
Yeah.
In a way where you don't even have to pitch them. You don't have to
sell buy from
you. Even if they can buy at that time.
Yeah, from you, they'll be like, this person's puff would have slapped right now.
Yeah.
Actually, the puff is nice. So you have to put in that work.
There must be substance at behind the scenes.
Yeah. But if it's just content and then when people now they're not in their life.
Yeah, it's true. So you're completing that ecosystem.
We don't want them to be underwhelmed. You get it. It's true.
This is true.
And
then some people have the ability to make content without the necessary ecosystem behind the scenes to actually deliver proper work. You know that also happens. And then there's some people that can deliver proper work but don't know how to market themselves.
Based on talent or like
talent, businesses, everybody, like many people know how to do something but don't know how to present that they can do the thing.
And that's now up to them to find like a marketing agency, this thing.
It's like this. When I think of this whole thing of when we mentioned effort, I was thinking about something, and it's like everything that we do to build the business doesn't necessarily have to be rooted in our own efforts. Like the person that is making the arguments, oh, this can be done better, this is how we solve this problem. Their efforts should actually be in line with building systems as opposed to doing something. You start it though. You start it yourself. You do all
funny
the
story here.
Mhm.
I don't know if I've ever said it on camera, but one of my major goals for all this piece to basically develop like a proper music structure, like something that seems like that in Abuja.
Yeah.
So like what you said now, having a system like
Yeah. That's what makes it happen.
yeah, that's one of my goals. I need to figure out to create a system of okay promotions. You want to put your music out everywhere in Abuja.
Call this blog.
Where will you go to now? Or like who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Which DJ? Like doesn't even have to be about me now. Even if there are not people that can do it, but it has to be there. It has to exist.
Right.
You get like
Right.
if somebody now wants to get people to know about their story and stuff, why can't they come to keep the narrative?
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to fly all the way or really listen like that. There are a lot of small things that I feel like can grow in that means. If you want to do a quick podcast or do a performance, go to acoustic, if you want to talk about entertainment, pop culture, go to big talk, if you want to get your song on radio, the radio stations, like all these things can be done here. But you need to take our even down to we need to take our own things more seriously self. You get because a lot of people are actually working hard here.
I know one thing that Abuja has a lot of is chefs. Yeah, I've seen a lot
That
of
can cook properly.
my God. and I see a lot of them, because I scout, just to find things that will pique my curiosity. And I see some people's personality. I like the way some people fusing their personality with what it is that they're doing. And I'm like, wow, this is just so perfect because it's your story that makes you unique in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it like
motivation.
This person, don't do it like that. Do it like you.
Like exactly. I feel like people that ever copy them, but like you don't know why somebody is doing something.
And you cannot last.
Yeah, but you don't, like you can see me doing something now. You don't know my motivation.
Right.
You don't know what led me to do that.
Right.
Just
at that time.
I feel like it's working for me.
Right.
And you want to do it.
Right.
You get like me now. If I stumble, there's a reason why I keep going.
Yeah.
But if you stumble in what I'm doing because you copied me, you might give up because you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, there's something motivating me to keep like to chase what I'm chasing. There's something like the reason why I'm doing it. You don't really know that reason, especially if you never came and had that conversation with me. And that's what we lack is our mentors. Yeah, people that have actually done it, especially in this our own industry, like this entertainment industry. People that have actually done it and are ready to like take on young people and just say, oh, the thing about a lot of people don't understand how mentorship is that it goes both ways. Like the younger person is learning from the mistakes of the older person. The older person is making it easier for him, but the other person is also learning the trends of the younger people from that younger person. Now, like if a mentor has a mentee and they are just gisting and like, oh, this thing's happening on TikTok, oh, and the mentor wants to easily plug him because at that point he already has more resources. Based on the advice from the mentee, he can easily just start a new whole thing for him, business venture and stuff. It's definitely a symbiotic relationship, mentor and mentee, and that's something we need more in Abuja. So even in my own little capacity, I try and like if somebody needs to know they're a young manager, they're trying to I try my best possible way to put them to help them. It doesn't make it easier for them because again I believe if more people are thinking about the business and how to push business forward here, it's going to move.
I agree with that.
Yes, it's going to definitely move.
Anywhere, it's not even just here.
Yeah, that's how it is in life. Like, if more people, like more young people are coming up and saying, oh no, they need to push this way, and they are pushing it in their own way. Like, there are more opportunities to bring in their own connection.
And then when you're even coming in to build such a system, don't go far. Me and my CEO is my coursemate.
Actually, like look horizontal. Don't always. That's the lesson I learned from doing, like when you start at first, you want to DM big people, you think nobody's coming to save you.
Right.
That's one thing you should know, man. Like, but they're watching you. But nobody's coming to save you. Like, just do your thing, work hard, learn, grow. When they need you, when the time is right, when someone needs your service, like have value that you offer, because that's what people need you for. You get when you can offer value. There's the other value that you're selling, either in cash or in kind. You get how something you offer.
Don't be that person that when they see you call, they're like, oh more.
Bro, Peter guy, I'm not going to
Opportunity
one
don't
way,
come.
yeah, there's going to be this is
Yeah.
going to be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Have value to offer, like, not just be waiting, not just be laid back, you get. So,
I
I
think
feel like, in this our ecosystem, a lot of people have things to offer. Like, I've met the most talented people in Abuja, in their own unique ways. You get in their own unique ways.
Yeah, that makes sense. The idea of even starting small is another thing that we spoke about earlier. And then, what I was trying to say when I said I disagree with you saying don't start too big is interpreting what big is differently. In that I'm saying start big, and what I mean by big is put your all. If you only get one chance to be the new guy.
Yeah.
Only one chance.
You put your all. Like they didn't know that. They didn't know that.
You get. I don't come.
Yeah. Don't give up easily. Give yourself at least 5 years.
My said is 10.
Give yourself
if
time.
After 10 years something doesn't work.
Give yourself time. Even when I even say don't start small, it's even when you're starting new, like when you're young, you're just starting. But because there's a particular, if I'm starting a new business now, especially if it's in the same field, I don't have to start small. You get? I don't have to start small anymore because
there's already track record.
There's already knowledge now. Like, I have a knowledge of how to get better, how to spend better. A lot of mistakes I made, a lot of promos we did then that didn't work. I will not make all those mistakes again. You get? So now I have an opportunity to not be small anymore.
Yeah.
So I work at it was a great experience actually. Living in Lagos, I think that's also another thing that shaped me because I know Abuja is a very relaxed city.
Right.
Like people take their time to do things.
Right.
Well, I don't like that. Like you work with me very well. I don't know that I'm like I can have to do a video with a video director. I can shoot. I'll go and sit down with him in the studio. You get we'll work on it. Like I don't the whole relax, take your time. Come on, man.
Yeah.
There's really no time to think about it. And Lagos will teach you that.
Right.
Lagos, if you snooze, you'll be left behind.
I've been to Lagos only once.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Was it for work? Or was it?
For work.
Okay.
Well, I did not necessarily enjoy it because, like, for this exact reason, it's too quick. It's too quick.
Very fast.
Yeah, I don't know how people who work like day to day in like you have to go to the office type B, how they do that, especially when you're not driving.
You too. Because like I've lived the whole life in Lagos, jumping bus, waking up early, 5 a.m., having to wake up early to go head to work, come back late. Like there's nothing I've not seen. There's almost because when I was in school I was working. I had to get a job. Anytime there's strike, I'll go and get an internship, or anytime there was a small break, I'll have one job I'm doing.
Strike and such?
Like maybe they have just actual strike stuff. So that's when I worked with the market with the ad agency.
Okay.
There's that ad agency that made me start becoming a graphic designer.
Okay.
So I've worked with one school store one time. I was a Python instructor. I used to teach students how to code, use Raspberry Pi. Like I've done business developer for a consultancy company. Whenever I have small chance, I hate being idle. You get when I was in Lagos, like there was always something to do. If you want to work in Lagos, you find work.
Right.
You find that even if you don't, it's not supposed to do it, if it's not exactly what you want to be doing. If you want to say you want to work, there's always opportunities to be busy.
Right.
I was watching one video on Instagram and it was like kids like they were abroad, but they were talking about how it was like a reunion and it was like okay, what they do now is what they like what they are working on. It was like a 20 years yearbook, all this 20 years ago versus now.
Yeah.
So now everybody's role, you see medical doctor, videographer.
Right.
You see nurse, something great.
Yeah.
Like it was like everybody in that video had double roles.
Yeah.
Like this is what they're doing professionally, this is what they're doing as a creative.
Right.
You get so I'm like, do you feel like us in Nigeria, everybody has that potential of being
like you said, we're all living the same life. Whether you're in Europe, whether you're in South America, or in Africa, we're all living the same life. If you put attention towards something you desire over a course of time, you create. One of the things that is making that's so sad about our life in like today is we're judging one another by the same metrics. But like you will not say a lizard is useless because it cannot fly like the eagle. You will not say the fish is useless because it cannot run like the cheetah. Everybody has the part they play. And you'll be the best. By the way, this goes back to that unemployment bill. I believe this is the only way to have job security. Is be the only person that can do the thing you do. That's the only way to have job security. Because now your value is inherent, is intrinsic. And it's something you already enjoy doing.
You know what we're talking about? We're talking about as freelance creatives.
No, not necessarily.
If you're working in an office, you know, you can have like 20 people doing the same thing.
But even in that setting now, thank you for that. Even in that setting, you may have 20 people doing the same thing, but you know that you get one guy really do and pass the rest with Oga like.
But then, no, that's not how you get promoted. And that's not how you get. If you're better than everybody at that thing, that's not how you get promoted. I mean, in terms of like actually doing, like, okay, let's say in a tech company now, everybody's programming. You have to program.
Code is better than code now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not how you now pick people that get promoted.
Yes, no.
Enter the next phase of their career.
Yes, no. Because and what I find is the thing that you do best is the thing you already enjoy doing. From day one, let's assume you wanted to build a car, but today you can build the tire of the car, and you're so excited about that tire. I think the car that you build eventually won't necessarily it will have the best of everything because you put that same attention to the tail lights, to the steering, to the windshield, whatever, right? You put all the different attributes of the thing that you're actually trying to assimilate and put together. And then because your attention was in the nitty-gritties of the little details, you enjoy the process. Because I don't think it's about where we're going, really. We're not building towards anything. All of us are going to die.
That's read the last one today. I am the future, and I am everybody's future. Like, what am I?
Death.
Death, man.
Most perish.
It's too like I am everybody's future and not anything. But it's death.
Yeah.
Everywhere, all
So, bro, if you're not enjoying the journey, then what is going to
It's like it's the journey that matters the most. What impact are you making? What change?